It's a bear. First one in 2 weeks. Good morning. Hey, what's up, folks? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. This is our 1-year anniversary, or actually the day after. Saturday, April 24th would have been my 1-year anniversary of doing these shows daily, every day, never skipping a beat except for legal holidays, even on my vacation doing these little daily updates. And I'd like to thank all you for watching and all you subscribers. I really appreciate it. My goal here is to teach you, not to give you something every day, but to teach you how to do it yourself. Eventually, you won't even need me. So, for my 1-year anniversary, I actually found a little party sound. Let's see what it sounds like here. And there's my little thingy there. I know, that was kind of lame. Okay, but it's the best sound I could come up with for a 1-year anniversary. Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody out there for listening to my videos and, watching the things that I'm showing you here.
Hey guys,
And, looks like that I left my phone on there. And YouTube just wants to keep rolling over. So, what are we going to talk about today? 1 year. After 1 year, I got to tell you, folks, if you've ever done these things every day, man, sometimes it's just, and I know I may sound like a broken record. What do I talk about all the time? I talk about fiat currencies. I talk about the Fed endlessly printing money. I talk about cryptos. I talk about gold to silver ratios. I talk about I've recently just started answering comments from the comment section in all my videos here, which is getting kind of a bit overwhelming a little bit, so I've got to be a little more selective in the comments that I answer. But again, after a year of doing these things, I got to tell you, I did a 19 minutes. I did a straight 19 minutes just a little while ago, and I just deleted the whole thing because I didn't like it. So that's I walked around, I kicked the garbage can, I was like, gosh darn it, 19 minutes, and then I hated it afterwards. Sometimes that happens. Again, if anyone thinks these little shows are easy to do on a daily basis, they're not, man. And I don't confess to being an expert, so I appreciate all you folks putting up with me. Well, what am I going to talk about today? A couple things I want to talk about, and I want to try to keep it short. Again, 19 minutes. I got 19 minutes in the last video that I deleted that you'll never hear. It's deleted forever. I'll never hear it again, too, thankfully. So, but again, I just started rambling, and I don't want to ramble. I mean, who wants to listen to someone rambling about something? I don't. Understanding value and downsides is the key. To investing and wealth preservation. And I guess I should have put this here first. Get rich quick? Unlikely. Preservation of wealth? Absolutely. And this is what I'm talking about with gold and silver and platinum. And specifically the big two, gold and silver, the ones that we primarily deal in. Can you get rich quick in gold, silver? Yeah, sure you can. If you're highly leveraged, you're into the paper products, and you know how the game is played, and you know how the game is rigged. You can get rich in that market pretty, I guess it wouldn't be too tough. Not that easy, otherwise everyone would be doing it, but it would take some effort and time to figure out, again, how that market is played, how you can make a lot of money in that market. And yeah, you can get rich, but can you get rich buying and selling gold and silver bars? Yeah, as a dealer, you can make money in the long term. You don't get rich overnight. If you're a fair, good dealer, it'd take a long time to do it. However, over time, you can make a lot of money, and I've done quite well for myself here. Rich is kind of relative to what you call rich, but I've done well for myself, so I've made some good money buying and selling gold and silver bars. Can you get rich buying, selling, or buying and holding and selling gold and silver bars? No, I don't think you can get rich quick on it. No, absolutely not. Not unless you happen to be in the right place at the right time and you sunk all your money into it, just like cryptos or other markets, that go into bubble territory. If you're at the bottom floor, you got in real cheap and you had a ton of money into it, or all your money invested, which I don't recommend for older folks. Younger folks can get away with losing money, and they do. And we all did when we were younger, but no less. If you get into precious metals early enough and you stuck enough money to it, yeah, sure, you could double up your money probably at some point. I mean, think about gold. Gold in about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, what was it? Down the $1,200 range, around $1,800. That's quite a nice return there. But again, getting rich, does it go up 10 times, 100 times the value? No. That kind of stuff frightens me because now you're getting into bubble territory. And investing, I like this little saying here, investing is for wealth preservation, not wealth creation. So first you have to make the wealth. Well, my recommendations on making wealth first is your best money maker is you. And you, whether it's your business or your job or your career, whatever it is you do, your side job, that is your best wealth creator right there. You personally, your job is a wealth creator. Your business is a wealth creator. So my first thing I would tell any young person out there that's listening is work on your wealth creation first. And your wealth creation is you. You are the wealth creator. Work on building yourself, and that just doesn't mean getting into the right career and everything. That means your health, your mindset, everything being in the right place to create wealth. And because you have to have a healthy mind and a healthy body to get there. But no less, I digress if I go into that. But my suggestion is invest in yourself, invest in your career, invest in your business, invest in your job even, because you are a money maker, and that's where your money and your wealth creation is going to come from. It's no different than people like Elon Musk, for example. His wealth creation came from him. I think he made his big bucks in PayPal, wasn't it? It's been so long I forgot, but again, he focused on himself, his job, and then everything else he's able to invest in different things, and if he lost the money, big deal. But really, invest in yourself is the best thing I can tell any young person out there that's listening to me. You have the ability to invest and make big bucks if you get lucky and you invest in cryptos at the right time, or you're in gold at the right time, or you're in the equities market at the right time. These are, you can make money in all that stuff if you're at the right time and you put enough money into it. But really, your best money maker is you and your business or your job. And most of the time, it's you and your business. As far as investing in money in cryptos and stock markets and other things too, it's a gamble. It's always a gamble. So is gold and silver if you're playing in the paper markets. But the big difference between gold and silver, in my opinion, and cryptos and equities and other type of markets is gold and silver has been around mostly as a wealth preservation. Gold and silver bars and coins are not really, folks, it's not about getting rich quick. So if you're buying gold and silver bars with the idea that you're going to get rich quick, stop. Just stop doing it. You're not. It's highly unlikely that you're going to get rich quick and you're going to get rich off precious metals. Really, owning precious metals should be primarily about maintaining that wealth. All that money that you made from your job or all that money you made from your business, which is the real money maker, not cryptos, not gold, not stocks or bonds. The real money maker is you, your business, your job, what it is you do. That's the real money maker. So if you invest wisely in the real money maker, you invest it well, you should do well. As far as taking, when you're young, for example, there are examples of guys, people out there that said, what, I'm sure I haven't met them yet, but I'm sure there's an investor or a couple investors that were in their 20s or teens or whatever it might be that took all the money they made and they stuck it in Bitcoin or something else and they became millionaires. But that's rare, folks. It's not an everyday occurrence. But the people in cryptos and the stock market want to make you think that that's an everyday occurrence. No, it's not. It's not. Again, the best money maker is you. Everything else out there is a gamble except gold and silver bars, which is about wealth preservation. So if you're looking to get rich quick, I've got a couple suggestions. The one old school method of doing it would be going to Las Vegas, in my opinion. But if you're looking to get rich quick too, you can play with cryptos. You can play in the equities market. But if you're looking to get rich quick, you're not going to do it buying gold and silver bars. What you will do is you will preserve your wealth. If you have gold and silver bars in your grubby little hands, you're holding on to it, that's wealth preservation. If someone else is holding on to your gold and silver, it's probably not wealth preservation. I mean, it can be, but your gold and silver is only as safe as the people that are holding it. And again, I trust no one more than I trust you or myself to do our own stuff. This is all about being independent, folks. So again, cryptos, if you want to get rich quick, take all the money that you made, all the money you worked hard for, all the money you got in your business, or all the money you've got so far, and dump it all into a specific crypto and wait for it to skyrocket up. And you may be one of those lucky few. But can you afford to lose it all? That's the real question. Again, money's hard to make. And even tougher than making it is keeping it. So let's take a look at gata.org here. A couple things out here. Again, I'm not even going to read any articles, not even ZH, even though they have a few articles on there. I want to kind of get through this thing fast. And one of the whole points of these videos, again, has always been, and for the last year, is to teach you to, I shouldn't have, not have to, but before I even read these articles, you should be going, oh, Brian, he's going to read that article, Turkey launches an international hunt for cryptocurrency exchange boss that took off with people's cryptos. I already read it, though, so I'm going to skip through this. Kitco Trader, Director and Gold Marketing Analyst Peter Hugg dies. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, actually, but you know, I want you guys to say, I already read that. I don't need to. Brian already, I read that before he even did the show. So if you're doing that and you're fast forwarding through my news reading here, good on you, folks. Absolutely, I'd prefer you guys reading this and making your own determinations rather than have me sit here reading it for you. But I will point out some good articles, and I will still read some of these to you in the future, folks. But again, my point of this show is teaching you how to do this. GATA.org, if you're a new viewer, absolutely has to be on your bookmark bar, because if you don't know how the game is rigged, you don't know how the game is played, then you cannot win in this game. And again, this game is about wealth preservation, not getting rich quick. If you're trying to get rich quick here, you're watching if you're trying to get rich quick, you're watching the wrong YouTube channel. So sorry, folks, there are a bunch of guys out there on YouTube that'll tell you how to get rich quick in cryptos, and even in gold, and those other markets. If you believe them, again, that's your problem. So sorry about that. ZH, same thing. I went over ZH. I'm going to kind of just go over a few articles. I don't think I'm going to read any of these. I expect you folks to be reading this stuff yourself. Again, nothing here that I want to go over and make the show too long over. I will in the future, again, if I see something I think that's worth repeating or you and I going over, I will. But this is kind of the same stuff we talk about all the time. CFTC, who's the regulating body for gold and silver and precious metals. Silver price tamp down tactics 2021. Here, the head of the CFTC, in his own words, cheerlead the takedown of silver prices in early. And as I've been saying, folks, I don't need to read this article. I already know what it says. It talks about how inept and inefficient government regulators are. Bernie Madoff would have told you the same thing, that's why he got away with so much he did over these years. Same thing in crypto markets. Even though I believe that crypto markets are going to become heavily regulated, for the average Joe, I believe that they're going to be highly manipulated by big whales out there. And the same thing, you're going to see the same thing in crypto markets that we've seen in precious metals and that you see in equities markets. The big whales out there manipulating the small whales, and you won't make money on it. You won't get rich on it. And you're lucky if you preserve your wealth with it. That's my opinion. But anyway, as far as regulators go, for all you folks in the cryptos markets that are saying, hey, yay, the big agencies, JP's involved now, yay. Here, look down here. JP Morgan launches Bitcoin fund. JP's involved now. Yay, that must mean that we're legit now. Bitcoin's legit. Governments are regulating. They're getting involved. Folks, when you start saying that's a good thing, then you're really screwed. And again, it's not about preserving your wealth. Preserving your wealth, the best thing you could do is get out of cryptos at that point, in my opinion. Same thing could be said about any markets. However, let me put a little caveat in here. If you've been making money in cryptos, equities, gold, paper markets, or whatever it is, of course you can win in those games. If you know how the game is rigged, you know how it's manipulated, you can win. So if you are one of those rare people that can kind of take a look and say, hey, I know this market's being rigged, I know this market's being played with, but I know how it's being done, and therefore, I think I can make some money. And if you're one of those people that thinks that way and has that perception and is actually making money, keep doing it. But I urge you, with the money that you are making, please put that into some form of wealth preservation like gold and silver that's been around for 5,000 years. It has a track record, folks. You can't, no matter what, no matter how much you may hate gold or silver, or people that don't like gold and silver say I'd rather own cryptos. Gold and silver has a track record, 5,000 years, folks. Longer than any corporation, longer than any stock, bond, crypto, empire, you name it. Gold and silver have been around for 5,000 years. They've outlived everything. So track record, unbeatable, in my opinion. Boy, it looks like people are calling me already, and I'm kind of busy here. So I'm going to finish up this show and keep going. No, Dogecoin does not compete with Bitcoin. And I saw this article here and kind of... what annoyed me about this article mostly was Elon Musk, what he talks about down here, he brings up Bitcoin skeptic Peter Schiff from watching his gold portfolio do nothing. That kind of got me thinking, like, what is this guy talking about? Peter Schiff has done very well with his gold portfolio. Now, this guy got a PhD, Peter St. Onge, PhD. You'd think he was really super smart when it comes to investing because he has a PhD. But let me tell you, folks, just because you have a PhD doesn't make you an expert in everything. He may have a PhD in psychology, but is he an expert in investing? Probably not. Could he figure it out better than some people because he went to college? Yeah, maybe. But does it make him an expert? No. In fact, a lot of times these people that are so-called experts, I got to tell you, just be careful who you're listening to. And again, my point of these shows is don't listen to me. Make your own determinations. Don't listen to people like this, Peter St. Onge. Make your own determinations. And again, what bothered me about this mostly is the fact that this crypto guy has to bring up the price of gold, and he has to bring up or not price of gold, he has to bring up gold and silver, and he brings up Peter Schiff. It was enough to yank Bitcoin skeptic Peter Schiff from watching his gold portfolio do nothing. Also for roughly 8 years, to crow that Dogecoin is eating Bitcoin and begging Dogecoin to put the laser beams on them. Now, I don't know what this Dogecoin versus Bitcoin argument is or debate is out there. And I don't really care, to be honest with you. I'm not making money in that field. It's not my expertise. I don't plan on being in that field for a while until I can until I have so much money that I want to invest in a different area like Bitcoins. But no less, what did get me was this gentleman's stupid comment, Peter St. Onge's stupid comment here. From watching, it was enough to yank Bitcoin skeptic Peter Schiff from watching his gold portfolio do nothing. Really, Mr. St. Onge, do nothing? Have you not been following the price? Has your head been so far up the crypto bum that you have not been following precious metals for the last decade or two? Obviously so, because you wouldn't have made a stupid comment like that. But no less, this is kind of the stupidity and the crypto versus gold arguments that I'm so sick of hearing. There is no comparison between crypto and gold. There is none whatsoever. Gold and silver, physical bars, are a entity on their own. They're not going to go down in value. They're not going to crash to zero. They're not going to dissolve into thin air. You don't need a password. You don't have to worry about direct regulation, so to speak. And there's very little third-party risk if you hold your own gold bars, unlike cryptos, which are zeros and ones in space. But again, not to diss cryptos. I'm just saying there's no comparison whatsoever. And people that try to make a comparison between the two, just, there's something wrong there. Again, I don't want to go too much into that. So I just wanted to point that out, that there is a big difference. If you're looking to get rich quick, Dr. Peter St. Onge, and you made enough money, sir, in your career over time, and because you are the money maker, sir, your career was what made you the money so you could invest in cryptos, then take all your money, put all your money in cryptos. Let's see how you do, sir. I don't think you're going to do too well. However, if you want to save some of that money that you made your entire career being a doctor, sir, Mr. St. Onge, and if you want to preserve some of that wealth you made in cryptos and in your career, then I recommend you buy gold, silver, and platinum bars. You're not going to get rich quick off them, but you are going to preserve your wealth, and your third-party risk is going to go down to near zero. And again, that's the beauty of precious metals. There is no comparing crypto and gold. Bitcoin is in my opinion, honestly, it's kind of a pyramid scheme. But a lot of things are. The more people that get into something, again, the guys in the top that have bought at the low price and have the most shares, as that pyramid kind of builds this down, the newest members are the ones that are going to get screwed. And again, maybe that applies to all markets, but when it comes to gold and silver, the same thing. The guys that got in early at the top and have the most gold and paid the least amount for it are going to benefit over the people that got in at the bottom and paid the most for it. And again, the whole key to this is who gets out first. The thing with cryptos is that you really don't own anything, though. That's what bothers me. You don't own a piece of gold. You don't own a piece of silver. You just own a promise. So that kind of bothers me. So really, in the end run, the people that make the most money are the people that are in early, and that's usually Most investments are like that. However, really, what do you end up holding at the very end? You don't even hold a piece of gold when you're buying cryptocurrencies. You're just holding ones and zeros, basically nothing, not even a piece of paper, and that concerns me. And one of the things that bothers me too is, not bothers me, but the difference between gold and silver, and there's a huge difference between gold and silver, is that gold and silver, a huge difference between cryptos and gold and silver is that cryptos are made by this guy right here. And gold and silver is made by stars. It's made by supernovas. And it's very limited in its supplies. And I hear people saying, well, you know, at some point Elon Musk is going to go out there and mine the stars or mine these asteroids, and gold will be worthless at some point. Well, you know, maybe someday in the future when we can, when space travel costs less than, I mean, look how much it takes to lift off an ounce of anything off the Earth. It's tens of thousands. It's very expensive to put anything in space, much less bring it back and mine it. So the price of gold and silver would have to be astronomically, you get it, astronomically, would have to be astronomically higher in order to go out into the planets here and mine for gold and silver. In fact, it's just not viable. The only time I think we're ever going to be mining gold and silver outside of our planet and on asteroids is when we run out of it here on this planet. And then that's a viable possibility. And is that any time in my lifetime or the lifetime of my potential kids or grandkids or anything like that? I don't think so. I think that is way, way down the road. So the difference between gold and crypto is made by this dorky guy. And again, without this dorky guy, we wouldn't be going to space and we wouldn't even need gold. So there is a need for dorky guys, but I'll put my money on something that was made by the stars. And again, what have I been talking about here too? And I don't want to get into that crypto versus gold argument because there is no argument there. They're two completely different things. Cryptos are kind of a medium of electronic exchange. It's the future of a medium, you know, electronic exchange, peer-to-peer. From me saying, hey, I want to take these fiat dollars that I own, or I want to take this gold or something like that, and I want to buy or sell it from someone else directly without a middleman. I see not so much for Bitcoin, but for cryptos. I see great use in that technology in the future for a transfer of wealth from point A to point B in a peerless, you know, where you don't have to go through a bank or a broker or anything. For example, you guys could trade gold amongst yourselves directly with each other instead of going through a dealer maybe one day through a peer-to-peer type technology like this, created by this fellow right here. Where is he? All right, I lost my nerd. There he is, created by this guy. However, again, gold is about wealth preservation. It's about preserving the wealth that you made in crypto. It's preserving the wealth that you made in your career, in your job, like the doctor made as a psychologist or whatever kind of doctor he is that was doing the quotes in this article here. There he is, Peter. It's about preserving Mr. St. Onge's wealth that he's made in his career. It's about preserving my wealth. Gold and silver is about wealth preservation. It's not about getting rich quick. Again, if you want to get rich quick, my suggestion is go to a casino or take all your money and buy cryptos. Take all your money and buy cryptos, because the only way you're going to make big money and get rich quick is if you use all your money. So are you going to be a millionaire if you only got $10,000 to invest and you double up or triple up? No. Well, you'll be that much better off, but can you afford to, when you only have $10,000, can you afford to lose it all? Well, maybe when you're in your 20s and 30s or something like that, but when you get older, you can't afford to lose it all. So again, gold and silver, a hedge, a perfect, great hedge against inflation, deflation, a hedge against all kinds of things, bad people, bad governments, bad decisions, bad economies. That's what gold and silver is a great hedge for, and also a great way to preserve your wealth against those kind of things. That is not what cryptos are at all. Cryptos are a way to get rich quick if you can invest and throw enough money at it, and you can afford to lose the money in it as well, because in my opinion, it is it's a casino. So again, don't want to make these videos too long. The beauty of gold and silver, like I said, it's about wealth preservation. So if you've made a lot of money in cryptos, you've made a lot of money in your career, whatever it may be, the reason you want to own gold and silver bars is, again, not to get rich quick. Can happen. It won't be quick, but you can get rich off precious metals. But mostly, it's about preserving what you have made. And that's really important, folks, because as I said, making money sometimes is the easy part. The hard part is trying to keep it. And metals, as I said there, I'm going to replace, I'm going to say as I said 100 times on the show, it really is wealth preservation, folks. And this is about maintaining your wealth and growing your wealth. And again, it starts small, and it grows overnight. So that money you put into gold and silver is not going to turn from this twig into a tree overnight, but it has a solid foundation. Again, it's been around for 5,000 plus years, has a good track record, and it's made by stars. How can you go wrong with that? Well, let's take a look at some videos from yesterday, and not my videos from yesterday, it's comments from the videos from on Friday. And let's see what, let me answer a few questions here. Quite a few comments here too as well. Oh my gosh. Do they fake, Wayne Burbrink asked, do they fake 90% silver coins? I've seen fake silver dollars. If you go to Alibaba and you type in U.S. Morgan or Peace dollars, you will still see fake Peace dollars there. I haven't seen too many fake Kennedy halves or 90% silver, so not really, Wayne, not too much out there. Redeemed Patriot, thanks for watching. Call it a breeze. Thanks for watching. Place your bets for sure. Drum Bum Pops. eBay is the worst place to buy. A bunch of people charging way too much. Riverside, California shops are not much better. I'll stick with reputable online dealers. eBay is the worst place to buy. I can't say it's the worst, but a lot of risk involved there because a lot of eBay sellers have great intentions, and a lot of the fakes that you see sold by eBay sellers are people that really don't know what they're looking at, and they really think they're selling you something real. So they're not deceptive. The eBay seller's not deceptive. They may have a stellar feedback, a 10,000 feedback, all gold stars or whatever it may be. But if they're not an expert in what they're looking at, they may have sincerely bought it as real and really believe it's real, and then they resell it as real. This is why it pays to buy from experts, and I know people say, well, they charge more, but yes, of course they do. That's why. It's about security. Riverside, California shops, not much better. You know what? There are some good shops in California, sir. You're going to have to travel outside Riverside. Maybe I don't know who's in there, but you do have good shops in California. And again, I recommend that you keep your money in the state of California by spending it in California, not going to online dealers. There are online reputable dealers, but again, I'm all about keeping that money local. PTA, okay, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, says, do not rely on others, get educated yourself. Absolutely, sir. I agree 100%. Not sure who Basics of Gold and Silver Testing is by Silver Bullion TV, but if it's informative, I'm all about it. Try not to buy any slab package coins. They can fake the slab and they can put fake coins in slab packages. But on the other thing is, why do you need certification for a bullion coin? You don't. If you're buying it from a reputable dealer, you don't need it anyway. And as this gentleman points out, there are fake certifications as well. That's the easiest thing to fake is a certification. The coin would be the second hardest thing to fake. Magnet slides are not conclusive on ping test and experience. Ice cube test for silver won't. I don't know what ice cube test is, but ECM test, Sigma. I don't own a Sigma tester. I hear some friends that do. I own actually a $17,000 XRF machine and a $3,000 specific gravity machine that's actually has electronic scale and all that kind of thing. Those two things plus experience will definitely verify anything. Anyways, thanks for watching there, sir. I'm not going to pronounce your name or ma'am. Metal Mike says, thank you for your hard work making these videos. As a suggestion, you said 20 times on a video. Listen, I say anyways 20 times. I say a lot of things 20 times over, so sorry about that. Is to buy from a trusted dealer. Well, absolutely. I agree that 100% that you should be buying from trusted dealers, especially local dealers. Keep that money local, as I say I say that more than 20 times on a video. Perhaps you could have said 19 times and spent a few times explaining the many ways you can tell a coin is fake. You know what? Honestly, I'm all about Metal Mike trying to explain how for people to tell if a coin is real or fake. However, doing it on videos is very tough to do. I would spend more time trying to explain that, and you still probably wouldn't get it right. I don't think there's any substitute for experience. And how do you get that experience? Well, you get the experience by being in the business, and those are the people that have experience handling this product on a daily basis are going to be your best insurance about not buying something fake. That's why I'm all about buying from trusted dealers. I would be afraid that if I sat here and tried to teach people how to tell fakes, that they'd end up still buying fakes, because that would build a confidence, kind of a false confidence. However, I do have a couple of videos, fake buffaloes and some other things, and basic ring tests. There's some basic things you can do out there, but I'm not going to pretend that a couple of videos and me explaining a few things is going to make anyone any better on telling fakes from real. And for the little bit of money that you're going to spend, extra money buying from a reputable coin person or a reputable dealer, it's worth the money for sure. William, thanks for watching, Metal Mike. William says, you mean I got to go through all 60 ounces? No, you don't, Bill. Don't worry about it. You're probably okay, especially on silver. I find that fake silver is fairly odd. I think I might see a couple ounces walk into our store that people were unaware that they bought were fakes compared to the tens of thousands of ounces of real silver we have. But you still have to be concerned, especially the higher the prices go. Guy Asbel says JM Bullion. I think you're referring to JM Bullion does have metal. Again, I, as a local coin store that only deals face-to-face, I don't do any online business, but my advertising guarantees that I will beat their prices on JM Bullion, SD Bullion, and Atmex. There's a bunch of other guys out there, but those are the three big ones that I know and I would trust to send my money to if I had to buy online. But the thing is, folks, most of you don't have to buy online. Most of you can keep that money local, even if you have to take a drive, an hour drive to stay inside your state. Most of you can keep that local. Don't be lazy. Get out there and find yourself a good local dealer and ask him to be competitive if he's not already with the online sellers. Thanks for watching, Guy. Wildcat says, I'm a mint guy. Silver maples have a watermark to deter counterfeiting. Silver Eagles completed the full set. That's kind of cool. A full set of Silver Eagle 69 better. That's kind of more of a collectible type thing. But, you got your silver there. And I agree with you, 100% physical is the only way. But I'm all about price, mint guy. I'm all about buying and getting the most silver you can for your money. Jim C. says, over the years, I bought 6 fake coins and all 6 came from coin shops. Man, you're just unlucky, or you live in a terrible coin shop area, Jim. It does not stop me from buying shots. I only buy slab, gold, platinum, and collector coins on eBay. I follow sellers who are all dealers I had known for many and met for decades. Jim, again, God, it'd sure be nice if I could help you find a good local dealer in your area that wouldn't sell you fakes and will give you a better product than you can buy online. But again, I guarantee you, if you drive an hour, you can probably find someone that you really like a lot. Special Inspector says, hey, great video. As I mentioned before, LCS is out by me for the most part are rude, make you feel like you're bothering them. Short answer, etc. They're forcing us to keep buying online or at coin shows. You know what? I have heard that story, but it's not just local coin stores. I have found that a lot of business owners, I mean, they may be great coin people or coin collectors or bullion dealers or great jewelers or great mechanics, but when they open their own business, they have no personality. So you can be good at what you do, but as far as dealing with people, that's a whole different story. And I don't know what to tell you on that. But find someone you like out there. I'm telling you, Special Inspector, drive an hour if you have to, but within an hour of your place, there has to be a good dealer that's not rude. And find that guy. It's worth it. Trust me on this. And avoid buying online if you can. I'd buy all my precious metals from you if I were in Florida. Any recommendations in Southern California? I'd like to know. There's a company called Gold and something, Gold and stuff, or Golden Coins. Golden Coins. I think they're in Southern California. I heard he's really nice. His name is Bob. You can check with him. Michael Rodriguez says you have to work on turning your phones off. I have, Michael. I put it in the other room, although there's phones all over this building, so you can hear them ringing in the distance, too. But thanks for watching. Anna Perez says, I'm new to your channel, completely new precious metals. Can you recommend anyone in Connecticut or New York area? You know what I recommend, Ann? Just look online, go on Google and look for rare coins and precious metals. Type in that, stores or businesses, and see what pops up. Make a few calls. See first if you like their personality, and tell them what you're looking for. Tell them you're looking to beat some of the online sellers or at least match their price, and that you want to find a local guy that's been around for a while. Thanks for watching, Anna. That'd be my recommendation. Now We Ride says, oh my goodness, I bought some stuff from a local pawn shop. You know, pawn shops and jewelers and a lot of people as well-intentioned and they believe they're selling real stuff, they just don't know. So, I mean, if you don't know and you're selling something fake, how do you know it? You don't. And in fact, your intentions seem really good and you got a good attitude, people are going to believe you. So, again, I don't recommend buying someone just because they're nice. That niceness has to go with some sort of expertise, folks. Zip Guitar says, I only buy perfect feedback that have over thousands of items sold. But again, Zip Guitar, if they don't have experience, they may be well-intentioned. How do they know if they're selling you something fake? I would prefer to buy from someone that knows what they're doing, knows what they're looking at it, and before I even get the thing. Because the last thing I want to do is buy something and find out it isn't what I was told it was and that the person made a mistake because they didn't know themselves. So pays to buy from experienced people. Hi G, nice to see you out there. Metal analyzers are expensive. Old Man Silver says, great video, been collecting for 65 years. Man, you are an old man, so I bet you got a lot of silver too. Michael Matthews, congrats on 1 year. Thank you, sir. It's 1 year as of last Saturday. FDM Techs, we thank you for this education. Again, as I said, folks, thanks for watching FDM Tech. I'm here to teach you to fish, not to give you fish. Robert Melendez says, congrats, I'll make you a birthday cake. Thanks, Robert, I appreciate it. Nice to see you again, too, if you get a chance to come in. Winston Smith says, that's why I've been dealing with the same guy for the last 10 years. That's it. I love loyalty. Good job, Winston. And, hey, thank you, folks, for watching. I really appreciate it. Got a couple thousand views there. Day before video went up to like 8,000 views, man. I can't figure it out. I don't know what makes people click on more videos than others, but that's a whole different story. Well, let's look at today's prices. I updated these about an hour ago. I've been pretty busy here. Let me update it one more time, see what the deal is here. And where are we at? The coin said we were going to be down a little bit, bear market today. And the first bear I've had on this coin for 2 weeks, too. Pretty weird. And it's actually up today, so I think it was wrong on Friday a little bit because it was down, and the coin is wrong today again. And I think I hit it right. I thought it was going to be down a little bit on Friday, and I felt it was going to be up a little bit today. But again, it's just a guess. Guessing day to day is almost about as useless as spending this coin that I spend every morning. But no less, it's still a lot of fun, especially when you're right. Well, that's really about it. Look, 1778 about sideways. Silver still holding on to that $26 range. I'm just waiting for an explosive upside move at some point in these metals. I think the gold and silver ratio are close together right now, so I don't think silver has to play catch up, and I don't think gold's going to be going down that much further either. I think they're where they need to be in platinum, doing well above that 1200 mark in palladium. Meanwhile, buy, sell, or hold, in my opinion. I'm not an advisor, just my opinion. I think that buy the dips on all three of these metals when you can and when it happens. And even if you can't buy the dips, just keep continuing to buying and storing this stuff away. Medium to long term, you're going to look back at gold at below 2,000. You're going to look at gold at 2,000 one day and say, my God, $2,000 gold was cheap, and my God, $30 silver was cheap, and platinum at 13. I'm telling you, one day you're going to look at these prices and just wish you could go back in a time machine and buy at these levels. Even when it's higher, you're going to say the same thing. So you know you're not going to lose. Gold's never going to go bankrupt. You're never going to have to lose your encryption to your gold, especially if you have it in your hands. As long as you hide it and store it well, and we've done videos on that, third-party risk is eliminated pretty much, and you've got yourself a great hedge, and you got yourself a great, what do they call it back here, wealth preservation by owning this stuff. Keep it up, keep stacking it. It's all about wealth preservation and making that pile grow. Well, that's about it. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. Call me anytime at 954-493-8811 for any questions you may have. Happy to help you out. And what are the best deals out there? Anything that you can pay sub $5 premium for in silver is still a great deal. Anything that you can pay less than $100 per ounce premium for on gold is still a great deal out there. Keep looking for those type of deals with your local coin stores and online. If you have to buy online, again, I recommend you keep that money local. And that's really about it. This is Brian Kuzmar. Give me a call anytime you want. Happy to help you out. I think I said Brian Kuzmar 10 times on this show. Boy, I'm talking about myself a lot, aren't I? Hey, thanks for watching. If anything crazy happens today, I'll do another one. If not, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And again, thanks for watching, folks. I really appreciate it.